วันนี้พิเศษมากเลยนะครับแฟนๆ The Showhopper เพราะว่าเราอยู่กับ Jemma Rix นะครับผมที่จะเล่นเป็น Elsa ที่ Frozen ที่สิงคโปร์ Hi Jemma
Hello
Yes Before we talk about Frozen I just have to say you are my first alphabet I was 18 I flew here I even have a ticket here 2011 here
I love this
Yes 2011 I was 18
Yep
First
so
time.
was I No I wasn't
But you were I know we're here to talk about Frozen but if you can just
Of course
let us know just a little bit of your journey because I've researched you and you started in the parks
Yeah
You had to do it in Japanese
Yes
And then you go all the way you met the real creative team
Yeah
And everything So how was that journey?
It was quite surprising like I think I never thought I would do this as a job so every day seems like I pinch myself to go I can't believe this is I get paid to do this because I never thought this was going to be my career but I knew I had a voice I knew that I could tell a story and I had a little slice of a dream that I thought oh why don't I just try and just sort of see what happens so there wasn't any pressure on me which I think kind of helps there wasn't like I spent heaps of money studying so I had to make it I was kind of like well let's just tap my foot in and just sort of see what happens and and I've just been so fortunate with Idina Menzel in particular who's obviously originated Wicked and Elsa and her vocal style was matching my natural vocal style so she opened a genre of singing that wasn't even really available in a sense I'm not a classical musical theatre voice and so it was right place, right time for me and I've just been so fortunate to play these amazing iconic characters and I'm a fan also so like you said that you're a fan of Wicked and Elphaba and it's like well so was I like I was obsessed with Idina Menzel and all the girls on Broadway that were playing Elphaba and so I've got that same passion and love so I get it
And you are known as the Asia Pacific Elphaba
I love that.
No, because if ถ้าท่านผู้ชมไปดูวิดีโอ there is a video of you of the evolution of Jemma Rix. They called you like the most like expressive voice, but also the most consistent. Because how many shows have you done as Elphaba?
Yeah, I did 1,200. Yeah, I did it over 7 years. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. So it was, but that's what's so amazing about musical theatre is that you're saying the same lines and you're singing the same music, but over an evolution of time, how much you can grow and change and become better.
Yeah.
Even though you're doing the same thing every day, like that's so rewarding and it keeps you growing and it's wonderful.
And you've met Stephen Schwartz,
yes.
Winnie Holtzman,
yes.
Mark Platt. How was that experience?
That was wild because that was back in Universal Studios in Osaka in Japan and Wicked was still very new at that point. It was back in 2006 that I did it and it had only opened on Broadway in 2003. So it was still very new and exciting and so they wanted to see what this condensed version of Wicked in the theme park, what it was going to be like. And so they were curious and so they all turned up and they got to watch our performance and I was just like I couldn't believe that I was doing it for the creators of Wicked and I was 21 years old.
21?
I was 21.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was a baby.
Did they come and talk to you afterwards?
Yes. Yeah. And then I actually got to meet Stephen Schwartz again when I was doing Wicked in New Zealand and that was something even more special because I heard, he loves his show and so he's not going to give you a compliment if he doesn't feel it.
Yes.
So I was very nervous about him watching the show. Anyway, me and Susie Mathers, who was playing the Glinda at the time, we did the performance and then he specifically said, I want to go backstage and talk to everybody. And he did this big speech and just said, he was so blown away by the performance of our company. And I was crying because I was just like, oh my gosh, like he really meant it. And by that point, Wicked I was obsessed and I was working so hard at it. So to hear from the creator that he enjoyed the storytelling and the singing, it was just, you can't get better than that.
And that led you to many iconic musical theatre roles, right? It led you to Lucy in Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes.
It led you to Eva Perón.
Yes.
In Evita.
Yes.
Molly in Ghost.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite role from that canon that you do? All belting, like crazy belting roles.
Yeah, I know. I need to stop doing this.
No, don't stop it.
No. Look, they're all different so I have different feelings about them all because they've all got different challenges. So I think you take a little bit of something from each experience. But yeah, I've really enjoyed everything that I've done and have felt challenged and honoured that I get to play these characters. Yeah.
And that leads you to Elsa
Yeah.
in Frozen. Before we go on into the specifics, tell me, are you a Let It Go Elsa or are you a monster Elsa?
Probably Monster, maybe.
Oh my god.
I know.
That's my favorite song.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Yeah.
If you can see me mouthing in the press conference.
Yeah, I did see you mouthing in
That
the press
is-
conference. I did.
I have students learning your songs in your way.
Oh.
Yes. So tell me why are you a monster, Elsa?
I think I feel more connected to the questions that she's asking of herself in that song. I love the musicality of it, sort of a marching 7/8.
Yes. Like very unnerving.
Yes, and I think it's, I don't know, it gets me feeling all the, you know, questions and yeah, I don't know. I think that one's probably my favorite, but I love hearing the audience reaction from Let It Go
Oh yes.
because you never get sick of that. You know, because the dress reveal moment happens and the whole audience loses their mind and you just smile. Like you can't help but smile.
I have to be honest, I saw the show already on Broadway when it
you
opened with
did?
Casey
You
Levy.
saw-
Yes, with Casey Levy. I don't know how she does it.
I don't know how she does it
Yeah,
either.
like it's like you're listening to the track and it's just
Yes.
like, and also but what struck me
And she's
as,
so little. That was what I couldn't get over because I saw Frozen on Broadway too. She's tiny. I was like, oh my gosh, but the sound
Yeah.
that she makes.
oh my god. And but what strikes me as so interesting in this Frozen is that the role of Elsa, which is already a lead role, they expand it
Yeah.
quite a lot and they put pieces in there that are not in the movie, like songs like Dangerous to Dream
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah.
What drew you to connect to this role? Because you said that in the press conference you said you had to audition for it.
Yeah.
Like what drew you to be interested in portraying Elsa?
Yeah, I think vocally in particular, I was like, oh, this could be a good challenge for me because Elphaba kind of sits in more of a mixed belt straight
Yes.
way and it's the same sort of vibe feeling the whole way, whereas Elsa is a lot more soprano, head voice, and then into a mixed belt. So I was like, oh, this is going to be a new skill set that I've got to see if I can do. And so yeah, so it was definitely the challenge that excited me. And yeah, and I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd play a Disney princess either. So yeah, I just auditioned just to see what happens, and yeah, couldn't believe that I got it.
And you said 6 months. that you
Yeah,
had
it was
to-
over. Like it was a couple of auditions and then a month off, and then there was another round of auditions, and it was sort of like that. So yeah, but there was many auditions.
And do you connect to Elsa in a personal way as well?
I think so. I think everybody does. That's probably why they love her. She's very misunderstood. She doesn't even understand herself, and I think people can relate to that. She's very fearful. People can relate to that fear also, you know, in their own life and taking risks and, you know, should I be brave or should I hide? Or, you know, I think that's a very human way, and she's very honest about how she's feeling, and she just wants to protect and love people, and I think we can all relate to that too.
Yes.
And yeah, there's a lot of those human qualities in her that everybody can connect to. So definitely when I'm singing those certain lyrics, they really stick and
Of course.
stick into my heart.
The lyrics in Dangerous to Dream is very pretty.
Very.
Very
Well, even the
pretty.
first line, I can't be what you expect
Yes.
of me. Like even that, I'm just like, woo, you know, powerful.
It is.
Yeah.
Since Singapore is the only stop in Southeast Asia, so every country around Singapore will be coming to see this amazing production, but also to come see you portraying Elsa. I know a lot of friends and fans in Thailand are flying especially to see you. How does it feel?
Really special. I think that, you know, as I said earlier, I am a musical theatre fan, so I understand this passion and feeling. When I sat and watched Casey Levy,
Oh my God.
you know, on Broadway, like I'm this, so I get it. So I appreciate people that make the effort to come, but I understand the magic of it and the excitement of it, and it makes me happy that I get to do that for others because I'm also one of the people in the audience as well that cheers on the people on stage.
And I hope we can welcome you to Thailand someday. Have you been?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since I have, but yes, I love Thailand.
One last thing, if you can just look into the camera
Yes.
right here and just tell our lovely fans to come see Frozen
Yep.
here.
Yep. Jemma Rix here, who plays Elsa in Disney's Frozen the Musical. Make sure you come to see us in Singapore. We're here from February. Don't miss out. It's spectacular.
Yes, thank you so much. ขอบคุณ
Thank
มากๆครับ
you.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ